It seems like ever since Jake Paul started his boxing career, his many detractors have been waiting for him to get a proper humbling. With every new opponent, they predicted that he'd run out of his beginner's luck and would come crashing back to earth. Both fans and haters have been waiting patiently for his next bout, and it looks like the wait is almost over, as he has now announced when he'll step into the ring next. First, he announces his return to boxing on Twitter. So, it seems like the YouTuber turned rapper turned boxer is set to face his next challenge pretty soon. On May 1st, he took to Twitter to announce his return to boxing and simply wrote, "I'm back, August 13th, alongside a short clip where we hear a ringside announcer say his name. But he didn't tell us who he's facing or where the fight will take place. When did he last fight? Jake last competed in a professional boxing match in December when he knocked out Tyron Woodley in magnificent fashion, with the moment going viral on social media. This was his second consecutive victory over the former UFC champ, and it further proved that he wasn't here to play around. He was originally supposed to fight Tommy Fury in December, but unfortunately, Tommy had to pull out of the fight because he was dealing with a bacterial chest infection as well as a broken rib. Tyron filled his spot because he wanted a rematch from his previous fight with Jake, which he had lost by split decision. This was a huge disappointment for Jake haters. They really wanted to see Tommy absolutely destroy him in the ring, as they believe that Tommy's a much superior fighter. In April, Tommy beat Daniel Bocianski on points during the Tyson Fury-Dylan White undercard in Wembley system. In the post-fight interview, he called out Jake and asked him to get the contract signed. Tommy also said that this should have been done way back in December and that he was ready for him. He also claimed that the fighter he had just defeated, Daniel, would have easily beaten Jake since he's a true professional. Tommy added that he'll end Jake's career and that he's no good. Well, Tommy, if you do end up fighting Jake, know that a lot of people all over the world will be rooting for you to absolutely hammer the controversial YouTuber. So, is the next fight going to be Tommy versus Jake? There have been rumors that the opponent on August 13th is going to be Tommy Fury, but there's really no confirmation from either camp yet. We know Tommy really wants to go at Jake, but it appears that Jake doesn't want to fight him anymore. Apparently, Jake lost $1 million when Tommy pulled out of the fight last year. Speaking to Mirror Fighting, Jake revealed that discussions were underway with other opponents, but nothing had been decided yet. He added that he's going to see the Anderson Silva fight on May 14th in Dubai and see how he looks. He even said that he's having talks with the Mike Tyson and is just looking out for whatever the best possible opportunity could be. He called Tommy an easy fight and said that maybe he'd fight him just to knock him out quickly and get him out of the way. He implied that he'd rather fight someone better. This kind of unmerited arrogance is exactly why people hate Jake so much. However, some fans have said that they admire the way he gets under the skin of his opponents, and maybe this is just a technique to rattle Tommy. So who knows? We might finally see Jake and Tommy face off. In fact, YouTube news show host Keemstar said that his sources have told him that the fight between them is finally going to happen. He added that it looks like Jake is going to give Tommy another chance. Considering how much the fighters hate each other, a match between them is definitely going to be a blockbuster event. After all, Tommy Fury is legendary boxer Tyson Fury's half-brother and a pretty great fighter in his own right as well. And no matter what you think of Jake, no one generates more buzz than him. So let's hope we see the two step together in a ring soon. So who else could Jake face? Is there anyone who loves stirring the pot more than Jake Paul? He's constantly calling out people who don't even know he exists. Just recently, he has name-dropped Sonny Bill Williams, Michael Bisping, and even Conor McGregor. A fight between him and former Kiwi rugby player Sonny Bill is pretty much on the cards. Apparently, Jake's team reached out to Sonny's team, and talks are already underway. Funnily enough, Jake has mistaken Sonny to be from Australia not once, but twice already. Maybe you need to work on your geography a bit, Jake? There are many signs pointing toward this fight since Sonny Bill also revealed that he plans to get back into the ring in August. Very recently, Jake said that both he and Sonny have bright careers ahead of them, and he sees them getting into the ring together at some point in the future. Since he has also been trying to trash talk former UFC champion Michael Bisping, who hasn't boxed since 2017, and also he only has one eye, Michael has revealed that he'd be open to fighting Jake if he was offered the right amount of money. Many don't see the point in the fight since Michael is 43 years old, retired, and not even a boxer. But that fits the bill for Jake, doesn't it? He's been accused previously of choosing his opponents very carefully. He's been in 5 fights so far, and none of them have been with real boxers. So far, he's faced a YouTuber, a former NBA player, and 2 wrestling-based MMA fighters. If he really wants to prove himself, he should pick a professional boxer this time around, and who knows, maybe he'll get the respect and attention that he's so desperately looking for. And that's all about Jake Paul revealing the date of his next fight. Now, let's move on to some more related news. KSI also announces his return to boxing. It really looks like YouTuber boxing is going to be bigger than ever this year, with British YouTuber KSI announcing that he'll finally make a return to the ring soon. He said that he'll be back on August 27th, and he didn't confirm his opponent or venue either. He'll be returning to boxing after about 3 years. He last competed in the sport when he defeated fellow YouTuber Logan Paul by split decision way back in November 2019. As for who he'll face on his return, no one knows for sure yet, but a possible opponent could be Alex Wasabi, who defeated KSI's younger brother Deji earlier this year. Alex is represented by Jake Paul's company, Most Valuable Promotions, and Jake has previously expressed that he wants Alex to face KSI in August. No matter who KSI ends up fighting, it's going to be a massive event. You might remember that KSI was the one who started the YouTuber boxing era when he defeated Joe Weller in 2018. Katie Taylor defeats Amanda Serrano in historic matchup. Katie Taylor of Ireland defeated Amanda Serrano of Puerto Rico in the first ever boxing match headlined by 2 women at Madison Square Garden in New York. Taylor won via split decision in front of a capacity crowd and stretched her unbelievable winning streak to 21-0. She praised her opponent after the fight and said that Serrano's a phenomenal fighter and a great person. Taylor added that despite her respect for her opponent, she was confident that she had the heart and skill to come through and end up winning. Safe to say, this was a monumental fight, and both fighters stepped out of the ring as winners. The future of women's boxing has never looked brighter, and we hope to see plenty more events like this one soon. Shakur Stevenson proposes to long-term girlfriend. On Saturday night, Shakur Stevenson not only defeated Oscar Valdez to become the unified champion, but he also proposed to his long-term girlfriend, who's a rapper called Young Lyric, and Shakur won twice in one night after his girlfriend said yes. The two have a young toddler together called Leilani Asha Stevenson. Following the fight, Shakur praised his opponent Valdez and said that he was a tough opponent and predicted that he'll become a champion soon. Shakur also bragged that he was a superstar at this point and that he was ready to face anyone who dared to step in the ring with him. He added that he might go collect all the belts at 130 pounds and become undisputed. And with how much potential Shakur has shown already, he might be right. And that's a wrap for today's video. Who do you think Jake Paul is going to fight next? Please let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.